Kamlesh, English. Okay, friends. So, very good afternoon once again. So today, first of all, let me introduce the Debroglie wave nature of a matter. So as I told you yesterday, as you are traveling very much faster, so you lose particle nature and you will gain the wave nature. Means when you acquire speed of light almost all, you will have zero particle nature and 100% wave nature is there. No other than speed of light, like 0.2 c, 0.3 c. I mean, with the some fraction of speed of light when you are talking when you are walking means, or when you are moving means, how many natures you have? Two types of natures, partially particle nature, partially wave nature you will have. But currently our velocity is very less, no? We have 100% particle nature only. Understanding, huh? So according to Debroglie, any particle of mass m kilogram traveling with some velocity v, then the corresponding wavelength. I told you, you can treat this substance like a wave, no? Correct or not? So it has some particular length, lambda. So tell me, what is the wavelength of this matter? Respond, what is the wavelength of the matter? According to him, Planck constant divided by the product of mass and into velocity. This is the de Broglie wave nature of matter. You know, different modifications we have. You can also write h by what a product of mass and velocity. Respond. Linear momentum. We can also write kinetic energy, how much, friends? Half mv square. I will multiply with mass and I will divide with mass. So kinetic energy also can be written as m square v square by 2m. Means what here? P square by 2m. So what a linear momentum equal to? We can also write under root of 2mk. This is a one more modified format of the de Broglie wavelength. Every format you have to keep it in your memory. See, for example, one separate situation. These are the capacitor plates. Capacitor plate have how many polarity? One is high potential and other one is what? Low potential. Its potential difference between the two plates, how much? Delta V. If you have some charge plus Q and mass is how much? M. If you release this charge, what will happen? It is repelled by the positive charge and attracted by the negative charge. Just before reaching the negative terminal, it will acquire the maximum speed, no? Correct or not? Let's say the maximum speed is V. So we can use conservation of energy. I mean, gain in kinetic energy, how much? Loss in potential energy. But a gain in kinetic energy of this positive charge, half mv square. What is the loss of potential energy? Q into potential difference between the two plates. So I can write kinetic energy of the particle, how much? Q into delta V. I mean, product of charge into applied potential difference we can write. So here we have one more modification. So lambda equal to how much? H by under root of 2m into k. So it's because of its speed, it is corresponded to wavelength also. So what is the corresponding wavelength can be written? H by under root of 2 into m into k value, how much? Product of charge into applied potential difference. Is my point clear, friends? So every format you have to remember in your photographic memory. Direct questions will come. But a Planck constant value 6.6 into 10 power minus 34 joule into second. Okay. So that is the wavelength associated to any particle. Correct or not? Your mass is, for example, 50 kilogram and you are traveling with some velocity, you are running with some 2 meters per second. Now you also have some wave nature. What a wavelength, tell me? H by m into V. 6.6 into how much? 10 power minus 34 whole divided by 50 into 2. 6.6 into 10 power minus 34 minus 2. So that's what we cannot address your wave nature. If you want to address wave nature of the red color, what a wavelength of the red color light? Respond. 750 nanometer. Correct or not? So, I mean, if you want to observe your wave nature with your naked eye, within this range only you have to get 10 power minus 9. But here see this 10 power minus 36. So because of the very, I mean, you have more particle nature, wave nature is there, but negligible wave nature is there. For understanding, if you are traveling with the speed of light, means what? Your wave nature will become 100%, there zero particle nature you will have. Is my point clear? Okay. If you are traveling with a 3 into 10 power 8 meters per second, what is your wavelength for suppose? Same 6.6 into 10 power minus 34 whole divided by 50 into 3 into 10 raised to 8. 3 ones are 3, 2.2. 10 power 8 if you take it this side. So what will happen? 2.2. 2.2 into how much? 50 divided by 10 power minus 42. I mean, because here your mass also matter, no? Now also, I mean, significant wave nature you cannot adopt. Correct or not? Okay. So like that you can calculate the wavelength in different scenarios. But these are very powerful formulas, friends. Okay, in various applications it will come. Now, very immediately, let me introduce one very important concept. For this discovery only, Einstein got a Nobel Prize. Because for human beings, it is a very wonderful discovery, photoelectric effect. Photoelectric effect. So right now we are without electricity, can we live? Just imagine, you can't live. Understood? Okay, no electricity means no phone charging, no Facebooks, no Instagrams, no WhatsApps. So we will die automatically. Correct? Yes or no? No YouTubes. Correct or not? So currently 90% we depend on which kind of energy? Thermal power. As of now, 70% is thermal power production. Okay, 1 kilogram coal to produce, it will take 1 million of years, roughly I'm telling. But consuming is half an hour is enough, na? So means rate of production is very far from rate of consumption. So can you ensure that coal will be permanent? Within no more time, within 20-30 years, all coal preservations will be vanished under the ground. What is the second source of electric production? Nuclear fuel. Uranium nucleus, thorium. Uranium almost all gone. Thorium also about to gone. No, nothing is there. Ore. Right now we are depending on the thorium. Thorium also ore means biscuit only. Understood? Okay, so how? Biscuit means over. Who knows? It is an auto joke. Okay, so biscuit means our we collapses. I'm telling. I mean, power production is difficult. This much 24/7 electricity. Nitro. That is very less contribution is there. Only you can contribute. Solar power. Very less. More investment and very low qualitative power it will come. Understood? For 100 rupees chicken, 300 rupees masala like that. Understood? For, so like that. Paneer you add. I forgot actually. I know this only. Nice means is not nice. Ajiva? So okay, sorry. Anyway, Photoelectric effect means this is the photo means what? Not with the camera. Don't feel like that. Again, Jiva will tell that, sir, which photo, digital photo or color photo or black passport size photo. So already cracked one good auto joke right now, 5 minutes before. So photo means light. So this is a phenomena in which light energy, what type of energy? Photo means light energy converting into which energy? Electrical energy is called what here? Photo. Solar power. But solar power, why we are not using? More investment, more maintenance charges will come. Correct or not? Will you give your land? I will put one solar panel. You will demand 50,000 rupees rent. Correct or not? And that solar panels nicely crows and doves will run family. Understood? 1 month, within 1 week, their shits are there, na? It will be spreaded. It will stop the power production. So for that you have to recruit one person. Understood? Maintenance charge is very high. You have to minimum 20,000, 30 rupees. One boy you have to keep. Understanding? And that panel also will be gone. So very high maintenance charges will be there. Correct or not? Means 100 rupees you invested means what a good business model. At least for that investor, at least 20%, 30% profit he should get. Because that 100 rupees, if you put in any moderate thing, they will give 6.5%. Correct or not? So 100 rupees investment, you won't get 2-3 rupees profit also. Correct or not? If suddenly this much climate is there means very less light is there. So power production will be interrupted. Now you tell me it is advisable. Anyway, it is use only. It's permanent. Sun is continuously giving light, but as of now, hydroelectricity, water should fall from very greater altitude. From sea will come, right, sir? It will come at a high speed. Tidal power, that is tidal electricity. Already there. That also will. They can increase that. You can't increase. That also high maintenance, na? Here nicely this much uranium nuclear reactor is there. If you press the button nicely, how much power you want, it will come. But their size of it is not easy. The tidal power, windmill also very difficult maintenance. Understood. Landlord high rents. Understood. If it is falling means again police case. Understood. Wind is blowing very strong, na? High maintenance charges. Understood. One wing is there means you have to depend on Russia. Understood. From Russia, their flight charges. So a lot of things are not easy. Business model. Understood. Okay. So that's what right now we are depending on major thermal and nuclear power production only. But a sure shot within 20-30 years, definitely there is a scarcity. But this photoelectric effect from the photon, from the light, we can produce the electricity. Anyway, somewhat it is useful only, na? Human beings, we can live confidently, na? That or not, better than nothing. So that's what for this only he got Nobel Prize, Einstein. Understood? So I'll define one statement. What is the photoelectric effect? The phenomena or the process at which light energy converting into what type of energy? Electric energy is called photoelectric effect. Understood? So for example, you take any photosensitive metal like any sodium metal or any zinc metal, some phosphorus sulfide, etc. Some photosensitive metals are there. Photosensitive means what? What is the concept of metal? Someone tell me. Respond. Metal or conductor. What is the concept of metal? Metal means the free electrons. Completely they come out of the atom and nicely they are wandering on the surface of the metal. So such type of electrons are called what here? Free electrons. These are the major contribution of the electricity. Yes or no? So what is the difference between metal and wood? Wood is having electrons, but there is no use. They are inside the atom. They do not contribute any transportation of the kinetic energy. Correct or not? So if you take any photosensitive metal plate, means you can disturb that free electrons very easily. For example, light falling on it, sunlight falling on it. What will happen? Just imagine one photon is hitting the electron. According to Einstein opinion, the collision between the photon and electron is elastic collision. What type of collision? Elastic collision in the sense, before collision, how much energy is there? After collision also, same amount of energy is there. I mean, no loss of energy, no gain of energy. But inelastic collision means what? There is a significant amount of loss of energy is there. Correct or not? Example, nuclear fusion is there. Two hydrogen nucleus are coalescing, means fusing, means huge amount of friction taking place. So very huge amount of total energy is lost. Are you understanding or not understanding? So such type of collision is called what? Inelastic. Elastic collision means what? There is no loss of energy here. No loss of energy. Kindly say yes or no. So I mean the electron as well as the photon. But the name of the light particle is called a photon. So Einstein treated them like a elastic balls only, elastic particles only. So just watch here for a better understanding. I will redraw. One electron is there and one photon is there. Just before bombarding with electron, tell me what is the energy of the photon? According to Planck equation, H into nu. Nu is nothing but the frequency of that color. Color to color frequency changes. Or you can also write Hc divided by lambda also you can write. Lambda is the wavelength of the different colors, different radiation. C is the speed of that electromagnetic wave. So this is the energy of the photon. Once this photon striked the electron, what purpose? What happened just after collision? Some energy absorbed by electron. It is helped to come out of the surface of the metal. To remove the electron. Electron is bounded to metal, no? Correct or not? If you want to take out of metal, little energy you have to give, no? Easily it will not come. Understood? So that energy required to remove the electron out of the surface is called work function. Work function. Work function means what here? The energy required. The energy is required. What purpose? Respond. To remove the electron. To remove the electron from the surface of metal. From surface of metal is called what here, students? Respond. Respond, students. Work function. With the remaining energy, it will acquire kinetic energy, no? What is the meaning of electrical energy? Kinetic energy of electron only called electrical energy. Actually, electrical energy concept, what, students? Electrical energy meaning. I produced electrical energy. What is the meaning? Electrical energy is nothing but, respond, kinetic energy of the electron. Like that, you produced the, not produced, you created the electrical energy from light energy. Okay? With the real numbers, you can understand much better and much efficiently. One photon, let's say, imagine it has 100 joules of energy. Before collision, what is the energy of the photon? 100 joule. To remove the electron out of the surface, work function 20 joule is required. Understood? So 20 joules is 20 joule is used to remove the electron out of the metal. What happened to 80 joule? Very good. You produce that electrical energy. Understood or not understood? Kinetic energy is nothing but electrical energy only. What is electrical energy meaning? You got shock. Shock meaning what? Electron strike your skin with a greater amount of kinetic energy. It transferred great amount of energy to your body. Understood? Okay. That
how do we get shocks?
how do you get means you want demo? I should keep my finger in the plug. Huh?
What causes the pain? They are giving energy to us only, right? How? Transferring energy, that electrical energy. So how do we get pain from it?
Okay. Over. Question over.
Yes, sir.
Shall I answer?
Yes, sir.
So when electron is hitting the surface of the your skin, there is a huge amount of friction between that electrons and your skin. Correct or not? So some electrons will even you are also good metal.
Yes.
Your body containing blood means what? 4 iron molecules. Understood? So you are a metal body only. You have full of ores in your body, blood cells. Huh? Why?
Asking why magnet is not attracting
Magneta.
Magnet will attract.
Who said
iron
not
right,
attracting? Who said not attracting?
Magnet will attract us.
See, attraction means in your perception, not strong, not that much strong. Attraction means not necessarily to stick each other. Understood? That is your perception. Attraction in the sense, feeble magnetic field lines are there. In your body, ferromagnetism is not there. Paramagnetism is there, which is producing very feeble magnetism. Understood? Magnetism means if you stand beside magnet, you won't stick like this because you are a paramagnetic material. Are you understanding? Huh? More paramagnetic materials are there in your cells, tissues, blood, water. Understood? Your body full of ores only. Are you understanding? Okay. Actually, what I am trying to say. I will address your answer. Within that process, that you will get the skin burning and you may die also. That impulse, huge amount of impulse, energy you have to absorb in a very long period of time. So, but a very huge amount of transferred into your nervous system. Your brain will not accept, your heart will not accept, your nervous system will not accept that. So your cells will collapse. So you will get a heart attack. This is your central nervous system failed means your heart will stop. Every organ is operated by central nervous system, CPU. Okay. Like that, it may leads to death also. Understood? Good, enough. So like that, that is electrical energy means what? Kinetic energy of the electrons. Okay. So I can write one statement of the photoelectric effect equation. The energy of the photon, how many ways it is used to respond? Partially to remove the electron, that is called work function. Next one, what here? Kinetic energy. This is called photoelectric effect equation. For this equation only, Einstein got a Nobel Prize. It is not an ordinary equation, student. It will save the world also. Correct or not? If all sources of fuels dried, still we can rely on the renewable source of energy. Understood? Like solar light we can use. Understood? Clear? Okay. In Germany, solar vehicles also came who are working with the solar because of this concept only. Photoelectric effect. Solar panels also working under this concept. Huh? Sunlight means immediately it won't prepare. When sunlight is there, daytime, it will produce electricity. It will be stored in the lithium cells or some cells. It will be worked. When you switch on the engine only, immediately where is sun, you will go and stand under the sun. Not like that. Understood? Solar means they will do their job. battery is there. When the energy is there, they will make the electricity and it will be preserved in the lithium cells. Understood? That is the concept of the electric car or solar car. Understood? Again, in that hybrid versions also there. Partially electrical, partially depends on the battery, partially from the solar. Partially, if, for example, calculators are there, no? Calculators also have the solar panel. If cell is dead also, it will work for some time in emergency cases. If you keep it under the sun, for some time it will work. Are you understanding? Till you, it will recharge. Understood? It will recharge. But if it is the cell, you have to change compulsory. The cell you have to change for some. It won't be lasting. That's continuously by using that small solar panel. Have you seen a Casio, that very old the grocery shop they will use? You have seen a solar panel, little solar panel is there. They will keep under the sun always. Scientific calculator is having solar panels. I don't know, but that Casio is there, na? In grocery shop it is. Okay. Understood. So, how will you modify this equation? Energy of the photon, how much? Sc by lambda. Work function equal to how much? Pi and plus kinetic energy. Kinetic energy means maximum kinetic energy here. Maximum kinetic energy, how much? Half mv square. Okay. If you see the apparatus, it is one vacuum tube is there. It is a fully vacuum tube. Why? Because if atmosphere is there, means with the metals ionization taking place, corrosion may happen. It may interrupt the production of the electricity. That's what this apparatus containing only vacuum tube. And here one photosensitive metal plate, like any zinc sulfide screen or some sodium metal, some several types of photosensitive metals are there. And here one tube so that the light will be incidented directly on the photosensitive metal plate. So this is called cathode. What the name of this? Why we are calling photosensitive cathode? It is connected to negative terminal of the cell. Understood? Okay. And once photoelectric effect occurred, what happened? All the electrons acquired greatest kinetic energy. To increase their kinetic energy, you have to keep one more plate, but it compulsory it should be positive. Why? Because positive only can attract the electron, so it only can maximize the kinetic energy. You want maximum electrical energy means just before hitting this metal plate, it should acquire greatest kinetic energy. So there is some potential difference is there. Understood? Like that, you will produce the electricity, and that produced electricity is preserved in the cells like this. Whenever it is required, you have to use it. So this is a normal block diagram of the apparatus of the photoelectric effect. So now let me introduce what is the exactly work function. Work function, for example, what is the work function? Can you elaborate it? The only electron is there. Example, one photon is hit. Just after hitting the electron, what happened? The electron just left the metal plate and floating in the air. Means here kinetic energy how much? 0. I mean the 100% of the energy of the photon is 100% is used to just remove the electron only, na? Correct or not? Here if the photon is having 10 joules, out of the 10 joule is used to remove the electron, no? So here what a work function right now? 10 joule only. So I can write work function is nothing but Hc by lambda naught. Lambda naught is nothing but what here, students? This is the minimum energy required, no? Means wavelength should be maximum. Say yes or no? So that is called a cutoff wavelength or threshold. So not cutoff, threshold wavelength. What is the name of this? Threshold wavelength. Threshold wavelength. How will you define the threshold wavelength? Maximum. Minimum energy required to remove the electron. Na? Work function means. Minimum energy means wavelength is in the denominator. Na? So energy minimum means wavelength is maximum. So such maximum wavelength required. Maximum wavelength is required to remove the electron. To remove electron is called what here, students? Threshold wavelength. So that is a one more very important formula. So work function equal to how much? Hc by lambda naught. So here work function is minimum means c by lambda naught means what? Frequency should be minimum, no? Correct or not? Means the least possible frequency of the photon when it falls, so that just electron left out of the metal is called same threshold frequency. Okay. So work function also can be written as what here? H into nu naught. What the name of the nu naught is called here? Threshold frequency. Threshold frequency is nothing but what, students? Minimum frequency required. Minimum frequency of photon required. Minimum frequency of the photon is required to remove the electron. Is called what here, students? Threshold frequency. Okay. So slightly here I can modify now. What is the photoelectric effect equation, students? Energy of the photon equal to how much? Work function plus kinetic energy. Means Hc by lambda equal to what I can write? Hc by lambda naught also I can write, students. This is the another very important modified format for the photoelectric effect equation. Every equation you should have the skill to modify. And I can also write H into nu. I mean, nu is the frequency of the photon that is falling on the photosensitive metal plate. That I can write H into nu naught, no? Says or no? What a nu naught is called? Threshold frequency. What a nu is called here? Frequency of the light that is incidented. Frequency of light that is incidented. That is incidented. What a nu naught means? Respond. Threshold frequency. So these are all the various formats of the photoelectric effect. Now, actually, what is the purpose of this photoelectric effect? Tell me. Tell me what is the purpose of the photoelectric effect? Why Einstein got Nobel Prize? Tell me. For making electrical energy from the light energy. So anyway, apparatus is there. You want more electrical energy, na? More electrical energy means more kinetic energy is there required. Every not small, big only. Satellites will function with the solar panels only. Actually, satellite is very small, room size only. Have you seen the wings of the solar that satellite? What are the rectangular shape wings? Left side, right side, front side, back side. Some solar panels are there now. Why? Because for functioning of the satellite has many components. Camera it have, understood? Microphone, oscillator, LCR circuit, transmitter, many electrical components are there. For functioning, electrical energy required na. From here to here we can't connect with wire, no. Satellite means. That's what based on the photoelectric effect only. Just imagine if there is no photoelectric effect. Do we have this technology nowadays? We are enjoying the technology right now. If some Pakistan T20 match, where T20 match is going on? Australia, na? I don't know that. Okay. So we are enjoying live broadcasting. That is possible because of the satellite only, na? Correct or not? That video cameraman take the video in his Australia. That signal will be transmitted to his satellite, Australian satellite. Again, it will be coming to all countries. So within the no more time, you are enjoying the live broadcasting. So satellites are all functioning with this photoelectric effect only, na? Correct or not? So that's what he got the Nobel Prize. It is a wonderful discovery. Correct or not? Even space vehicles also. Understood? For in the interstellar space exploration also, it plays a very vital role. Understood? Anyway, planet in our planet, how we are using, you are seeing only. Understood? Okay. This is other alternative. In the coming years, is the other alternative. Okay. This is the substitute for the regular diesel, petrol, and nucleus. Understood? So that is a great discovery. That's what he honored with the Nobel Prize. Actually, okay, nice only, well and good, but it should be efficient. Efficient means what? What is our mindset? Tell me. Less investment, more output. 10 rupees investment, and overnight 1 crore should come. Correct or not? Say yes or no?
Yes, sir.
Yes or no? Huh?
We said 100, sir. You said 1 crore.
That people also there. There. Understood? How means that guy I have to call? In my mind, one person is there. Understood? Ordinary people, 100 rupees invested mean 20 rupees they will expect. Greedy people, 100 rupees means what? Overnight double. 100% rate of interest. Understood? Bitcoin. Okay, how much fast it will come money, that much fast it will go. That rapid way.
Now 1 Bitcoin is
30?
3 lakhs.
By that time?
1 Bitcoin, 100 Bitcoins, 1 rupee.
Huh.
Now 1 Bitcoin, 1 rupee. It's like 10 lines when it was launched. Yes, man. I don't believe you want it.
It is a bubble. It is bubble. It may be 50 NP also. Within a, it may be a 50 NP also suddenly. It is a so bubble. If you pierce, no, it will burst. No guarantee. Understood? It is a fully gambling only. Understood? So bubble, if you pierce, how it burst? Na Bitcoin also will burst like that. Don't invest. Are you planning? Okay. Okay, so actually what I am trying to say, machine is ready. The machine which will produce electrical energy from the light energy. But we want what? More electrical energy. Correct or not? For a household running, for example, some 10 lakh joules energy required. Overnight you want. Overnight you want means more electrons you have to take out, no? Correct or not? You have to remove more number of electrons out of the metal, no? More electrons you have to take out means more photons should fall. If you want to increase the current, see this, what a current definition tell me? Electric current equal to total charge by total time. Total charge means what, friends? number of electrons into charge of the electron by time taken. If you want to increase the current, what you should do?
Decrease the time.
Increase the charge.
Put one stop clock and decrease the time. Okay. So you have to increase the number of electrons. JEE mains exam is nearing. Your people are very fun, increasing fun and so much.
Time dilation then.
Talk possible things. So you have to increase the more number of electrons. Means how you can increase more number of electrons? More number of photons should hit. Na? According to Einstein concept, one photon is hitting only one electron only. Correct or not? 100 electrons you want to remove means 100 photons should strike. 1 lakh electrons you want to remove means what? 1 lakh photons. Means correct or not? So I can write one statement. So this electric current is directly proportional to number of photons. No? What is N is here? Respond. Number of photons. Tell me what is the intensity of light. I will keep aside equation number 1. Tell me what is the intensity of light, students. Someone tell me, guide me, what is the intensity of light? Total energy falling in 1 meter square in 1 second is called intensity. What is the total energy of the number of photons? Tell me. Intensity is nothing but if you take any surface in t seconds of time, how many number of photons are colliding? N number of photons. What is the total energy of the n number of photons? One photon is having h into nu. N number of photons means what? N into h into nu and into a into a d time. Means intensity depends on what factor? Intensity is nothing but brightness. Correct or not? Directly proportional to number of photons. Na? If you combine these two equations, if you want to increase the electric current, what you should do? You have to increase the intensity of light only. Na? Correct or not? That's what in the daytime more power production will come on night time. Daytime only. Why? Because in the daytime, sun is very near to you. Understood? More photons are falling on the that photosensitive metal or solar panel. Understanding? So more electrical energy you will get. But in the nighttime photons are not there. Taking rest. Photons means don't feel only visible light, students. Here misunderstanding will come. In our atmosphere, how many types of radiation is there? Gamma rays, X-rays, ultraviolet, micro, visible light, infrared, radio. 7. All are photons only. That's what this is a misunderstanding. Light means don't feel visible light only. Light in the sense any part of the electromagnetic. It may be a photon related to infrared. It may be a photon related to in your nighttime also radiation is coming from your body. Every hot object is releasing some radiation. If you stand in front of the solar panel also, little amount of electrical energy can be produced. Don't ask seriously, sir. Then we will stand beside the solar panel. That is very, very not a good joke. Understood? Okay. So clear or not? It will happen. I am telling. I want to tell. Yes. From your body also, what type of photons will come? Gamma photons. Correct or not? Under the night vision CC cameras are there. You can see your photo very crystal clearly. Why? Because that camera will not capture visible photons. It will capture gamma photons from coming from your hot body. Where?
In the camera. Night time. When you off these lights, while going, sir, you can see the red spots around the camera.
Automatically night vision will be automatically it will start.
That is also using
Those are that red color dots are there, na? They are infrared sensors. If you stand in front of the elevator, automatically from your body that
Okay, next week we'll buy one class and
You will go and stand in front of elevator. Of course, our elevator is not functioning. Go any functioning elevator. If you are standing in front of the functioning elevator, what will happen? Nearby the doors, infrared sensors will be there. Infrared sensor means that is diode, made of diode only. From your body, this gamma photons will fall, no? That diode, again, one more discovery. This application of this photoelectric effect only. From your body, the photons absorbed by the diode containing electrons. So current will pass. The diode character what? I mean that photo sensor character what? It will capture photo energy from your body, converting into electrical energy. That electrical energy will instruct to that microcontroller. Okay, one fellow came, immediately you open. So the circuit will close and then automatically it will open. Understood? If you keep your foot also, automatically it will open. This is a reason because of the sensors only. In advanced car also, if driver is sleepy, in advanced car, what is the drawback? If car is going with 200 km/h, he will feel that 10 km/h. They don't know. They keep on increasing only. So definitely on our roads, if any something speed breaker or anything is come, significant damage will happen. So automatic braking system means what? Near the bumper sensors will be there. So the if any to the ground altitude, if any obstacle came, no, it can automatically sense and that sensor will be activated and it will be slowed down. Somewhat it can reduce the if you notice in big shopping complexes, correct or not? If you carry any bombs, dynamites, any guns, etc., automatically they will give a different sound. Understood? If a metal is in your body, correct or not? If you don't have any metal, like any, I mean, some extreme amount of metal it will be there. If you carry any gun or any grenade or anything, any explosives, correct or not? So from them, very different radiation will come, explosives, correct or not? So when that type of over radiation is coming means that frequency is very high, that sound is different. Have you noticed? In a big shopping complexes also, if you pay the money, understood, if you right now no technology in India, if you pay the money only, no sound will come. Have you noticed? In big shopping complexes, very huge crowd is there. They will stand in hundreds of people, customers. When you pay the money only, automatically when you are passing through one gate, sound cannot become. Normal sound will come. If you do not pay the bill, no. Correct or not? That the gadget what you bought, it is.
They keep some metals in that.
No. They will activate. If you clear the bill, no. The sensor will be deactivated. When you are passing means no sound will come. Are you understanding? Clear or not? So one barcoding type is there. Understood? From the barcoding activation, deactivation only, different sensor will be there. Are you understanding? Okay. So many areas this will be there. What I am trying to say, from this machine, what is our thing? In very less amount of time, you have to produce more amount of electrical energy. Correct or not? That's what is the rule here? Definitely that electric current is proportional to intensity of the brightness. To give a perfect equation format, what I can write? Current equal to how much, friends? Proportional to intensity value, how much? This one, no? Intensity is nothing but, say yes or no? I will give a one constant I is equal to C into I. How this equation looks like? Y is equal to plus M into X. I mean, if you want to increase the electrical current, you have to increase the intensity of the light. Correct or not? I mean, brightness you have to increase. Yes or no? So if you plot the graph between, the graph is very important, friends. Intensity, I am plotting on x-axis. and photocurrent I am plotting on y-axis. This is the origin. So what type of graph we can expect? One straight line with a positive slope you can expect. Yes or no? This is the relation between photocurrent and intensity of the light. Is my point clear? If you see, for example, if you want to stop production of the light, if you want to stop production of the electrical energy, what do you have to do? You have to stop it, na? Correct or not? If cells are fully charged, what do you need to do? You have to stop it. How to stop that photoelectric effect? Respond. Continuously sunlight will fall, no? You won't cover that solar panel with any blanket. So automatically you have to shut down. How to shut down? Tell me. When electrons are coming towards this plate, how to stop the production of this electron? This terminal also you have to make it into negative. Yes or no? This plate also you have to make it negative. So what will happen? Automatically the electrons cannot reach to this one. So the potential of this metal plate or anode is only called stopping potential. So you have got one more important term, stopping potential. Stopping potential, that is denoted with the symbol Vs. What is the stopping potential? Is always negative only, no? Yes or no? This is negative. This we called cathode. What the name of this metal plate? Anode. Here compulsory the anode potential should be negative, na? So stopping potential is always must and should be negative. Correct or not? So I can define one statement. The potential of an anode plate. The potential of anode plate is required to stop electron. Is called what here? Stopping potential. I mean, here I can write when the electron traveling from position A to position B, just before reaching the anode plate, what the velocity should be? Compulsory it should be 0, no? Correct or not? When it is landing out of this cathode metal plate, it will have maximum energy. If you apply the anode potential negative, just before reaching, it should come to rest, no? So I can write loss of kinetic energy equal to how much, students? Gain of electrostatic potential energy. Correct or not? So I can write loss of kinetic energy delta K how much? But a gain of potential energy E into applied stopping potential. So minus cancels out. So I can also write kinetic energy, I mean loss of kinetic energy how much? E into Vs I can write. How much loss of kinetic energy takes place, friends? Half mv square. Completely lost, no? Correct or not? So this is another very important relation. I mean 100% of the kinetic energy lost and storing in the form of what here? Electrostatic potential energy. So yes or no? So here I can slightly modify. What is the photoelectric effect equation? What is the photoelectric effect equation? Tell me. Energy of the photon equal to how much? Work function plus kinetic energy. Correct or not? Energy of the photon equal to how much? Pi plus what a kinetic energy? E into Vs. Correct or not? So this is another modified format for the photoelectric effect equation in terms of stopping potential. Now, if you see the one important graphs are very important, students. If you see the electric current versus stopping potential graph. Vs means what here? Stopping potential graph. So the stopping potential I am plotting on x-axis and photo current I am plotting on the y-axis. So where photoelectric current will be stopped? When it is exactly negative. This is the potential of the anode I am plotting on x-axis. Exactly at stopping potential, what will happen? Current will be zero, no? That current produced from this phenomena is called what here? Photo current. Understood? If you are increasing the stopping potential, what will happen? Current also will increase. And at a particular moment, what will happen? Photoelectric current will be constant. Let's say this is a intensity I. If you are increasing the intensity, what will happen? Saturation current also will increase. For example, if you double the intensity, your saturation current also will be doubled here. Saturation current means what? Maximum current. This graph here at stopping potential, what will happen to electric current here? Zero. And if you see the for different metal, this is I plotted for same metal only. I mean same photosensitive metal, but what I have changed only, I changed the potential of the anode and I observed the increase in current only. Now the same graph if you use for different metals, if you use it for different metals, same electrical current versus a potential graph. So this is the potential on x-axis, current on what here? Y-axis. If you use different metals, for a metal number 1, this is the graph. For metal number 2, metal as you change the metal, what will happen? Stopping potential alone will change, no? Yes or no? But the saturation current will not change. If you want to increase the saturation current, intensity you have to increase now. Yes or no? So as I kept intensity constant. Intensity of the light is constant. Intensity I am representing with the capital I. So the saturation current for all metals remaining same. If you want to stop current, what you need to do? Here, for example, minus 5 volt if you apply means minus 10 volt you have to apply. I mean, which is having less work function, you have to apply less voltage. More work function is there. The metal which is having more work function means more potential you have to apply. Understood? What is? Saturation current means maximum current achieved. If you increase the stopping potential, it current keep on increasing, na? After some time, what will happen? How much potential will you increase? Current will not increase. Why? Because current, if you want to increase, you have to increase the brightness of the light, not stopping potential. Stopping potential, I mean the potential of the anode, if you change, na, just that anode metal will accept the electrons. That's all. Understood? So saturation current means maximum current produced in the phenomena is only called saturation. More than that saturation current you cannot produce. Understood? If you want to produce, what you should do? More brightness you have to increase. Intensity you have to increase. I hope you all understood very well, right? Okay, that is all about the photoelectric effect. I think teaching topics over this time. That's all. Over. Huh? You want? I am checking. If anything is there, next week remember. Okay, have your break. It is lagging.
Okay.
Thank you. I think over.